Hey guys, Somebody's Gun here. Today we're going to be seeing how an EU team won the NAE Cash Cup. They absolutely dominated. They won 5 matches in NA East on off ping. Verox, Mexe, and Michael take down the NA East best and go ahead and win a Trio Cash Cup. Congrats to them. We're breaking it down. We're showing you how it was done, mostly focused on endgame. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's get right to it. Like, this is great setup right here. So to start a fight, you get the headshot, or not the headshot, you get a body snipe, right? Then you have Michael pushing from one angle. Mexe's in the back side of this house to prevent them from even having a shot to escape. So if these guys wanted to run outside the back of the house, that is not happening. Verox is right on the wall. And then Michael is pushing from the side, supporting Verox, but just from a different angle. And the front-facing pressure from Mexe or from Verox and Michael forces these guys back towards Mexe. So they're like, "Oh crap, we got to get out of here. Look, here's a solo. We can take this." Except little do they know, you guys are all on the same team. And Mexe takes down one. Michael and Verox right there for support. And then we've seen this before. This poor guy. In situations like this, they're almost always fighting a box away too. It's like never box to box. It's you have this box in between you because you know you can't take walls. So you're not going to try and get on someone's wall. So keep your distance. It's a beautiful rotate here. You could have white lined it, but then you're not going to have, like, if they white line this, you're going to really run out of all this space. But they see that there's basically a whole freaking wall built on this right side. They take that, use it to their full advantage, and probably don't have to spend like any builds getting into zone here. Okay, so we do spend a little bit. And then Chap and them finally realize. So what this tells me here is you guys probably went a couple steps too late. We gave that team, those two teams in Storm, too much time to kind of get comfortable and then start looking back. And then now you guys are just, you happen to be the last team. And whoever's last always has to pay the most to get in. Damn, they really don't like to build. This is now two zones in a row. Using, like, the side of zone to get in for almost free. And Mexe goes and cranks, and it looks like... Oh, okay. You guys should be able to take this, not for free, but relatively easily, because Aqua and CRR are split. But we know that they're gonna try and take this and hold it regardless. So CRR cranked up like a maniac using those bounce pads. Mexe gets stuck in the middle. But that's good support. Where's Michael? Oh, you're all the way down there. So you just chopped him. And CRR was going down. Once they lost a teammate, they give it up. And then you guys should have this win. Oh my god. Bro, is Aqua really about to crank? That man is a maniac. Okay, so we can't see exactly what happened. I would love to see that from one of your guys' perspectives. That man cranked up, bounce padded, and then tried to take height on a full trio by himself. Unfortunately, there's replay lag, but that man is a maniac. Like, watch how many layers. We went from probably like 4 to 6 layers in zone 6 and 7, and now, because of an effective pressure from height, we've gone down to about 2 to 3 layers on everyone else. So these guys have so much space up on the high ground, and their pressure is just forcing everyone down, so that causes them to fight one another. And you lose space. Eventually you run out of space because there's only so much space in zone with two, I mean, maybe a third layer, but no one's even on this bottom layer. You just have to fight one another, and it becomes easy for the high ground. And then look at this. So we have a fully healthy team up on high ground. Well, besides Verox or Mexe, I guess. Don't know what happened. And then we have 2 players with a combined 80 HP. And this game's just over. It's 5th pull. Let's see. Looks like they each have a bouncer. So we have to wait for height to move, and then we can go ahead, bounce, and take our rotate. Oh, jeez. That scared me. There we go. Nice. Those guys are stupid and decide to take snipes while you're bouncing instead of going for surefire AR tags. They have sniped you guys now 3 times, though. That is tough. But we get full dead side of this 4th zone, which is a free rotate besides that 1 team on height. Good use of the bounce, too. So we get ourselves to the edge of this mountain. Then use this bouncer. And by this time, zone's moved enough to where they can fully get the max distance out of the bouncer. If you bounce too early, you're either going to be thrown into storm and take damage, or you're not going to get the full use out of it because you're going to have to, like, what is it called? And so the plan is to take high ground. Clearly, we saw that happen. So you can't take something that you don't know is happening. And these guys look up because they know that's the plan. And so this is how you want to take high ground. Like, this is a perfect example because most of the time height wants to bounce ahead and not hold it the entire time. So they're going to use a bouncer, and while they're bouncing, you can either take tags or just straight up crank and try and take high ground on them. But this is like a slow and steady chip away, chip away, chip away. So they shot out some height, they made them spend a little extra materials, and now these two, after fighting, because we saw 2 teams fought on high ground, these int guys fought Trashy, and I don't know who his trio is. So these guys have spent a lot to hold high ground already. Trashy has no shot. Oh, it's Fernando. Now Fernando's up here, but it's a little too late because now he's by himself, and you guys are just, if I had to guess, in a much better... Yeah, he's got 3 builds and 50 HP. And his teammates are down. You guys have 120 builds, 140 builds. So Fernando has no shot. And this is because of good recognition. I don't know if this was on purpose, but they shot out, made height spend a little more mats, recognized that they were fighting. And once you typically fight someone on high ground for height, you can't hold it unless it's held like cleanly. You guys just put all your heals on one person. Let's go. So Mexe just got the keys. Just was given the keys to victory. Now Verox and Michael can play aggressively. And as long as Mexe plays high enough, it literally does not matter what goes on, because no one is going to be up there to go contest him and try and win this game besides Mexe. Yeah, see, Mexe's just playing ulti. He has all the mats. He's chilling. These guys will probably win this game anyway, but that's smart. Nice, nice, nice. because you don't necessarily need to give all your heals to one person if there's only a couple people left, but this is like a backup plan, you know? Your plan is obviously to go take the win. Go ahead, grab it. Make sure you control it. You have the one that gets all the elims, but just in case Mexe and just in case Michael and Verox are not able to go close that out on low ground, Mexe's chilling all the way up above. No one can really contest him because they're all going to be shambles, and he has, what is that, 10 seconds in zone plus his HP, so another 10. Now we got our 2 separate high grounds. Didn't play out as perfectly with the split in the middle, but you guys get zone. And these guys clearly want height too. Nice. Good job to keep that continuous spray on these guys. Because if you don't do that, they are 100% looking to take your high ground. And so they stack all their heals a little faster. Like last time it was 9th zone, this time it's in 8th zone. But again, no one can test them. We haven't even seen like a slight attempt at a contest. Verox, again, is going to have more heals than anyone knows what to do with, right? And then these guys are going to go down and try and win the game. Said he's trying to make a heal play. Verox, did you just share a splash? And Michael's just trying to avoid giving them Siphon. Nice. That's actually a really smart play. I guess Commandment gets it anyway. But there's no way he's out healing 10 chug splashes and 3 floppers. Holy crap. Is that SETI coming to make a play? This actually could have gone really poorly. But he's in fully built metal, so SETI has no shot. And this is just over.